Hello, music students. If you are playing bingo, you may have picked the square that says make a kazoo. And so I want to make sure that you know how to make a kazoo at your house with things that you have probably at your house. So the things you will need: a toilet paper roll, a piece of paper to decorate so that the kazoo looks nice, a rubber band, some crayons or markers. I have markers. Some scissors to cut the paper, some tape, or you could use glue. I like tape. And you will need a piece of waxed paper that is 3 inches by 3 inches. So just a little square of wax paper. You could use parchment paper too, but a lot of people have wax paper. So the first thing you're going to need to do is get the right size paper to cover this toilet paper roll. And I suggest using a piece of copy paper and folding it long ways, make sure it's even, and then fold it again widthways, like that. Now you have 4 creases where you can cut along the creases, and that is the exact size you would need to cover this, and it would fit perfectly. It's about 4 inches by 5 inches. So I used yellow paper when I did mine, and so I used the markers and I created a little spring design to make on my kazoo. You could do anything. You can do geometric shapes, you can write your name in fancy letters, however you want. You can see this is why I'm not your art teacher. That's my drawing. So when you're all done and you've got it all cut out and drawn, you're going to put it around your toilet paper roll and line it up. And you want to make sure that it is flat here and here. If your paper extends past the cardboard, you'll need to trim it, okay, because it needs to be flat. It could be a little less. Take your tape and secure it, and then it will stay. Okay, so now you've got your design. Then all you have to do is take your wax paper, set it on top, take your rubber band. I used a bigger rubber band, so I will need to double this one. If you use those little tiny rubber bands for making bracelets, that would work too, then you wouldn't double it. So you just push it down with your fingers like that, making sure there's plenty on the sides. Wrap the rubber band around, twist it, and wrap it back if you have the bigger one. Okay, so there should be no gaps and no holes, and then it should be ready. Now, the most important thing to do when you go to play your kazoo is you have to say do do do. You cannot blow. This is not a blowing instrument. If you blow, this will pop off and it will not work. You don't want to put this too tight against your mouth, because when you say do do do, it will create enough air to blow it off. So leave a little crack on the where your corners of your mouth are. And then you say do, 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 and you have a kazoo. And you can hum your favorite tune, like do, 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 do. Or you could do Jingle Bells. Do, 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 do. Okay, but you got to say do, and it will create that buzzing sound. If it does pop off, say you forget and you blow, well, you can put it back on and it should work. Now, if this wax paper falls off too many times and gets wrinkled, holes will form and you will need a new piece of wax paper because it won't work. So enjoy making a kazoo and have fun playing.